afternoon. Welcome to the O Show. Guess where we are this week? We've got the mountains, we've got the grass, and the field is being prepared, and you can see some players here and there. You guessed it right. We're at Alamarat. Welcome to Oman Cricket Academy. And our guest this week, Mr. Pankaj Khimji. Oman Cricket Academy, and here we are with Mr. Pankaj Khimji, and he's a board member of the academy.
Cricket has never been so prosperous as it has been in today's times, in Oman particularly, considering the fact that we've got this beautiful, beautiful infrastructure. Thanks to His Majesty Sultan, who was extremely benevolent, as always, in helping erect this magnificent edifice and the facilities to basically, at the end of the day, not just help the Oman national team, but also to develop grassroots cricket.
So we got lots of questions to ask Pankaj Khimji because, again, as you mentioned, the Oman cricket team, as well as what is going on right now, is something amazing. So could you tell us what is actually happening? There are many countries right here.
Right. So Oman has been successfully designated the ICC WCL 3 tournament, which means that we are hosting the World Cricket League Division 3 tournaments. Each of the divisions have 6 teams from different countries. So in the WCL this time, 3, we have America, that is the US, Denmark, Kenya, Uganda, Singapore, and of course Oman. So the 6 countries will play each other once. The best 2 teams get promoted to Division 2, and the bottom 2 teams get relegated to Division 4, and so on. Now, provided Oman makes it to Division 2, the top 4 teams in Division 2 will qualify for the World Cup qualifying rounds for the cricket, which is next year in England.
But we've just had the academy inaugurated. So how come they've all come already here? So was this planned much in advance? And this is one of the teams, and which team?
That is the US team.
The US
That is
team.
the USA team. So you can see a lot of Caribbean players. You see a lot of people of Indian origin in there.
Okay.
So you probably will have a lot of people from the Google country and from the Silicon Valley. You'll have people from all over.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's a good melange.
Is this like a rest time for them?
No, they're cooling down. So
They're cooling down.
stretching. They're doing their stretching exercises so that they don't have any cramps and they don't have any severe injuries later on.
So they have another game too.
They will have another game in a couple of days, or maybe even tomorrow. I'm not sure what the schedule
Okay.
is. But Oman is playing their next game tomorrow against Denmark.
Okay. So this is happening in a very tight scheduled period.
Correct. So it's over a period of 10 days. We will have a result. Top 2 teams will make it and move on to Division 2.
So just as we mentioned, we've just inaugurated and action is already happening here. And that means it's something amazing for the cricket fans in Oman. Could they actually come and watch this?
Yes, absolutely. So when Oman played the other day, day before yesterday, we had probably close to 1,000 crowd over here, which was unprecedented. It was a fantastic picnic atmosphere. We had children, we had parents, we had grandparents over here. So it was really a fantastic, atmosphere. And, we had the first ground that we built 4 years ago, and then we built this ground 2 years ago. So we had the grounds, but we didn't have the building and the clubhouse. So now we had the clubhouse, and we should have seen everyone was in their Oman t-shirts and Oman colors, the red and the green and the white. And it was a fantastic atmosphere. We said, finally, we are here. Oman has made it into the big,
And to the world map.
into the cricketing, map of the world. So we've made our presence felt. We have people who visited us from the International Cricket Council headquarters, and they were amazed. They just couldn't believe that what we were trying to tell them, that look, we can do it. And they didn't think that, we had it in us to do it. But the fact that we've done it made all the difference. Plus, in the last 5 years, what Oman has achieved is that it was only 8 years ago that we got accepted into the associate teams of the top 38 teams of the world cricket, and come from 38. We're now at number 16 in the world.
Wow.
So we are amongst the top 20 teams in the world playing cricket. So
That's
that's
hugely-
amazing.
In the GCC, what do we stand?
So we are higher than UAE in the T20. We are just below them in the ODI, in the one-day international status.
Okay.
So the two different formats. We're higher on one, and we're below them on the other. So I would say we are on par. But when UAE visited Oman for a two-game international thing, we were 1-1.
Now, I know, and if you're just watching us, you can ask your questions too. We will forward it to the Cricket Academy because we know throughout the weekend there are lots of players who really work hard and play. I don't know what it is with cricket, but they don't mind the heat, they don't mind whether it's just one day of the week, but they love playing it.
It's passion.
It's passion.
It's passion. I mean, if you look at the people behind the cricket and the development of cricket in Oman, we are all completely amateurs. There's not a single professional except for the 5 administrative or 6 administrative staff that we have and the groundsmen that
Did
we've
you
now
play
hired.
cricket?
Yes, of course I did play. Then I played cricket in school, I played cricket in college, I played cricket when I came back to Oman, when I started working here. But I'm not a spring chicken anymore. So it's not getting any easier. I do play the occasional game. The other day, we had this very major British defense exercise with Safe Syria 3. So a week, 10 days ago, we had the British Army who came in and hired the premises. They were so much in love with it. They hired the premises and they played a game against the local 11. And I played in that game. And it was such a beautiful, we started at 6:30 because we have the lights, floodlights.
Yes.
We can play until whenever we want, any time of the day and night.
So it's perfect even for the summer. The weather is great right now.
We don't encourage people to play in the sun because it is extremely hot. Plus, we need to rest the grass and let the pitch redevelop. So it's a little technical. We have to give them at least 3 to 4 months rest before we restart using it.
Now, this has also become part of the community of Al Amarat.
Correct.
Tell us more about it because it's a bell and that you said is a tradition.
So some cricket grounds like Lord's and the Oval and some in Manchester, etc., they've actually started constituting having to ring the bell 5 minutes before the start of play. So we said, why can't we have this bell? And instead of calling in a past cricketer or a past administrator who've been well known globally, we said, no, we must bring in the local community to come and do that. So we had the previous chief of the Baladia in Amarat to come in and ring the first bell. So Yunus
For this.
Saki, on the first day, which was on Friday, rang the bell, and we said, thank you, Yunus, for doing what you did for us in the early days when we were setting up cricket here, when he was the chief of Baladia. And then we had a lady administrator from the local wali's office said, why don't you come? So she came in on Saturday and rang the bell. And today we had the wali of Amarat himself come in and ring the bell. We are proposing to have the local school principal from the local government school to come and ring the bell one of the days. So we've got 4 more days of cricket left, and we will ensure that we engage. We want the local police chief from the local Amarat Sail Dabi police station to come in and do that. So we want to get as many people involved as possible. And it's if you come here in the evenings around the sunset time and later on, you cannot believe the amount of local community members who come in for a walk. It's a beautiful park, and I think people should enjoy it.
And they can, it's
Of course.
Except
So,
the pitch there.
well, we just make sure that they don't enter into the central area of the pitch. But as long as they use the perimeter, it's a fantastic, each circle is about 600 meters. So they get a good, you do 10 rounds, you've done 6 kilometers. It's good for the knees, it's good for the legs, it's spongy, it's very good for the eyes. But so I wish more children will come as well and play while the parents are walking or exercising or whatever they do.
Great. So just before we leave, Mr. Pankaj Khimji, of course, for everyone who's watching us and who's into cricket, and the children especially in schools, let's find out what's the message from him. What would you like to say, and what's the future like for Oman team, as well as for everyone who's watching us now? Could they have potentially a career planned from here?
So let me just tell you, we have 3 very strong icons who've made it to the Oman team after playing schools cricket at the age of 10, 12, they played for Oman under 13, under 16, under 19, and they made it to the Oman team. So the two best players today, and one of the two of the best players in Oman team, are both homegrown and home developed in Oman. So I'm saying to a lot of parents that once, if you find that spark of cricket inside your child, then nourish it, because you will never know, you might get the opportunity to play for Oman, as has been the case with Jatinder and Akib. So we're very pleased about that. And Sufi is a young Omani boy who's made it to the 14 in the team, and he's a brilliant all-rounder. And he might just be playing in the next couple of games. You never know. We know whether if his turn comes in amongst the 14, he just might make it to the main 11. So we have some great examples of players. So what we've done is that we've actually signed that a protocol agreement with Muscat University, where Muscat University will pay a third of the fees, the parents pay a third of the fees, and Oman Cricket pays a third of the fees. So we're actually discounting from the parents' side 2/3 of the fees if he has cricketing ability. And
So it's like a scholarship.
It's a scholarship. So we're offering 2 cricketing scholarships a year to anyone who comes up the ranks from the under 19, under 13, under 16, under 19 team.
And how do they qualify to?
They have to play for the Oman under 13. They have to make it their way into the Oman under 16. They're going to play into under 19.
Okay.
And if they're playing the under 16, under 19, and we find them to be good, we will talk to the parents and say, we convince you, can you hold them back in Oman rather than sending them back to your home country? Or if it's an Omani child, we want him, we will groom him, we will take care of him. So that is cricket opportunity in Oman. But we will be, since we've signed the protocol agreement with the Ministry of Education, we will be adapting 9 schools in the vicinity and imparting cricket as a curriculum in the school once a week, and over here second time of the week. So 2 days a week.
Grassroots level.
That is what we'll start between the ages of 9 and 11. So we're about to roll that out in the next month, a few weeks to a month, and then we'll see how it goes.
Fantastic. So, one final question. Do you think cricket will become as popular as football in Oman?
And more.
And more.
No, I think cricket has come a long way and has a long way to go. We are very excited that the future of cricket is bright, thanks to this edifice, thanks to the facilities and the infrastructure that we have. It's simply world class. If you would have read the papers last week about what Mr. Dave Richardson, the CEO of International Cricket Council, said, I can't ask for more.
Okay.
You've achieved the world best in everything that we would expect you to do.
So on that happy note and the promising note, let's say thank you to you and wish you all the best.
Thank you, Lakshmi.
Thank you.
Good to see you again. Thank you.
So that's it from O Show from here. The National Academy, Cricket Academy, Oman is of course going forward with the cricket, and there's a lot to expect in the future. Thank you for joining us.
Log in. Let's say log in.